Good morning. It's Thursday, August 14th, and it's sober sunrise. It is 7:29 a.m. and yeah, it's sober sunrise for me number 1239. Hope you're doing well. Um, Before we get into the reading, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done the subscribe already. Like the video, please. Just like the video. It helps the algorithm understand that these videos are helpful. Go press the button, please. I'm really asking. Truly. You got views and people, but no likes. Come on, hit the button. All right, today's reading is Repairing the Damage. We attempt to sweep away the debris which has accumulated out of our effort to live on self-will and run the show ourselves. If we haven't the will to do this, we ask until it comes. Remember, it was agreed at the beginning we would go to any lengths for victory over alcohol. That's from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 76, the big book. The writer goes on to say, making a list of people I had harmed was not a particularly difficult thing to do. They had showed up in my fourth step inventory. People towards whom I had resentments, real or imagined, and whom I had hurt by acts of retaliation. For my recovery to be thorough, I believed it was not important for those who had legitimately harmed me to make amends to me. What is important in my relationship with God is that I stand before Him knowing that I have done what I can to do to repair the damage I have done. Okay, let's get into this one. Back to the top, we attempt to sweep away the debris which has accumulated out of our effort to live on self-will. Yeah, when we live this way on self-will and run the show ourselves, typically doesn't work out that great. We are a special breed, and I was thinking that for most people it doesn't really end up well, but especially for us control freaks and us addicts. So step 8 is we're attempting to sweep away the debris which has accumulated. That's the end result, we hope, of doing our step 9. If we haven't the will to do this, we ask until it comes. To whom do we ask? We ask our higher power. I'm not a religious person. I don't follow or worship or believe in one God or any gods, to be honest. But I do have a higher power, and so I ask my higher power to give me the strength and the will to continue doing this. And it works for me, so do what works for you. Remember, it was agreed at the beginning, step 1, that we would go to any lengths for victory over alcohol or drugs. I'm sorry about my nose. I have bad allergies again. So we have to remember that we would go to any lengths for victory. Any lengths. Even doing what's uncomfortable. Like step 8, step 9, step 4, step 5. Any lengths. Gotta remember that. That's step 1. Okay, and then the writer says, making a list of people I had harmed was not a particularly difficult thing to do. Excuse me. Jeez. So sorry. Making the list was not particularly difficult. They had already showed up in my fourth step inventory. Yeah. And if you remember what the fourth step is, it's making a list towards people. Jeez, Lou. A list of people, places, institutions, things that we had resentments towards. And we found out that our resentments towards those people and institutions and ideas were really there because of something we had done. And thus, those people become these people. So we already have the list if you've done a thorough step 4. People towards whom I had resentments, real or imagined, and whom I had hurt by acts of retaliation. It could be acts of retaliation toward them, or it could be that the reason we have resentments, the reason they did something to us, is because we started by doing something to them. In my case, it was that way. For my recovery to be thorough, I believed it was not important for those who had legitimately harmed me to make amends to me. Yes. It does seem like we are owed something, but we're not. It's not important for those who had legitimately harmed me to make amends to me. Okay? That's not what we're trying to get here. We're trying to clean our side of the street, to sweep away the debris which has accumulated. Oh, look, it made a straight line. Okay, hey, that's cool. It took my crooked line and automatically made a straight one. The little things in life that make me happy now that I'm sober. What is important in my relationship with my higher power is that I stand before it knowing that I have done what I can to repair the damage that I have done. So it's not this, right? It's not this part. This part is not what we're after. This is what's important. What's important in my relationship with my higher power is that I stand before it knowing that I have done what I can. What happens to us, we can't control. What we can control is how we react to it and how we respond. So, this part, getting amends from people who had legitimately harmed us, would be nice, but we can't expect it. And that's not why we are doing this work. We're not doing the work to have other people apologize to us. We're doing the work so that we can sweep away the debris which we have created. The debris that's just clouding up our life, keeping us in the places that we're in, keeping us from getting the life that we want to have, the life that we deserve, the life that is out there waiting for us to claim it. Once we've done our side of the work equation, other people might recognize that we've done our part, and they might come to us and say, hey, you've done a great job, and I want you to know that I'm proud of you, and I'm sorry for what I did. That might happen, but you can't expect it to happen. So get that out of your head right away. Don't expect others to come to us and make amends to us. Just try to remember that that's not what we're seeking here. We're seeking the ability to sweep away our own debris, to stand before our higher power and ask it to help us achieve the life we are supposed to achieve. And knowing that we have done what we can to repair the damage that we've done. That's the win. To be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I've done what I can do. It doesn't erase what I did before, but I've done what I can to make amends for it. And to have that clear conscience. That's the win. That is the ultimate prize at the end of this. And if that's not enough for you, it's time to reevaluate what your goals are. Because you can't control this part. You cannot control what others are going to do. So if you are sitting there going, my goal is to have other people apologize to me for what they did, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment and more resentments. So try to snap out of that line of thinking. You can't control that. Serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change the things I can. And wisdom to know the difference. You can't control this part. You have to accept that. You can control this part. Maybe you'll lead by example. Maybe others will see you do this and they'll say, hey, they did a really good job and they're very happy now and they are living a new life and they have joy and they have peace and they have serenity. And I want that. How do I get that? And then they'll go on their own journey and maybe one day they'll get to this part here. Maybe. But for us, all we can do is this bottom part. Okay? Sweep away the debris which is accumulated out of our effort to live on self-will and run the show. And then we have to do our part, knowing that we've done what we can to repair the damage we've done. And the rest is out of our control. All right, I've sniffed and sneezed into this microphone enough for one day. Thank you for listening if you've made it this far. Again, we really need to get the likes and the comments and stuff more active for the algorithm to understand that these videos are helpful. So please go ahead and do the like. And if you have a comment or a thought, please share it in the comments below. And keep coming back and keep doing your best. Just do the best you can today, and things will get better. And whoever you are, thank you for listening. Wherever you are, whenever you're listening to this, I want you to know that you are enough and you can do this. And yeah, you're worth it. So do your best, and good things will happen. All right, I have to go. Got to get the kiddo to school and get myself to work. So have a great day. I love you all. Bye.